Good morning, y'all. It's a beautiful day in Dallas, and I'm on my way to meet a prospective business partner. And I don't know if I told you about this. Gosh, why do my cheeks look so weird? So I don't know if I told you about this, but I've been looking for a business partner, and I met this guy randomly at a coffee shop, and I realized I had so much in common with this guy in terms of our background and our experience in marketing. And he had the exact tools I needed in a business partner to start what I've been wanting. And it turns out, after talking to him for a few hours, I found that he has the same exact, not the same exact, but a very similar vision as I do. And he comes with a lot of knowledge that I don't have. And I find this incredibly exciting. It's very valuable, and I really hope we can create something amazing. And if we don't, I shouldn't beat myself up about it, because there's whenever one door closes, another opens, and all that stuff, but I'm really excited, and I hope it works. And so I'll let you know how that meeting goes. So I wanted to tell you, the topic of this video is actually my fitness routine. And I look so bad in this one. I actually don't look very fit. I feel like I have this weird puffy chin. It's like a waking up chin. Cheeks, I look kind of fat actually. But if you look at my body, I'm pretty fit. My everything looks in good shape, especially lately. And I wanted to tell you what I do, what my routine is. And no matter what happens, every single day, with the exception of recently, there's been just stuff happening because of the restaurant and all this, stuff that you saw in my videos. But I try every single day without exception to go to the gym, because not only for my fitness, my physical fitness, but for my mental health. It's the one thing that no matter what happens, it could lift me out of whatever mental funk I'm in. So going to the gym every single day, usually I spend an hour. I spend not more than 30 minutes on treadmill. And then the rest of the time, I'm really just stretching, doing strength exercises, my, leg lifts or whatever, stuff like that. Squats. I should do more push-ups. I don't do enough of that. I do ab stuff. That's one thing that's really important to me, is my core strength. So basically spend about an hour at the gym every day. And then the rest of that is really just, there are 3 things I don't eat. No matter what happens, I can't have this in my diet. The 3 things are any sort of wheat product, anything wheat, like wheat or barley. So no bread, no pasta, no rice. So 3 things that are actually not just wheat, or just no carbs. And I know it sounds oh no, how can I do that? But there are plenty of really yummy, delicious foods that don't have carbs in them. And I will have sugars. Sugars are a lot easier to digest than carbs. Carbs will waste a lot of your energy, and it's better to try to stay away from sugar, but I just love sugar too much. I have coffee, I have my lattes, I love it too much. So that's kind of the compromise I make, is I just completely cut carbs. I will eat potatoes, although I try to avoid potatoes. So really my diet consists of meat and vegetables. And actually, I haven't been so perfect, because I've been eating stuff at the restaurant that's gluten-free, and usually the gluten-free stuff is not carb-free. It's just wheat-free. So so I have been cheating. Maybe that's why you see these cheeky stuff on me. But I'm still in good shape, and I would really credit that to meat and veggies, and because of money reasons, I haven't been eating a lot of meat. I've been mostly leaning on the veggie side, which is why I've been kind of like weakish. But I would strongly encourage, like, if you want strong muscles and all that stuff, and don't worry about the fat content, the fatty content. Fat is good for you. Another thing I've been doing is, instead of, normally when I go to a coffee shop or whatever, and they say, would you like whole milk or regular milk? Usually I would say they would say, would you like whole milk or skim milk? I would always ask for skim milk. But now, recently, I've been asking for whole milk, because I'm recognizing that fat is good for you. Fat, as opposed to just carbs, is actually good for you. And if you're having a diet that is carb-free, then you can make up for it with fats, and you can make up for it in enjoyment. The food tastes better when it's fatty, your fatty meats and stuff like that. It's yummy, but then also it's actually good for you. And I've heard in a lot of places, like, people saying that if you have fatty foods, if you replace your carbs with just fat, you lose weight. And so I've been trying that. I've been trying, like, I'll eat meat and it used to be that I would like take the fat off when I would eat meat, but recently I've been eating the fat, and I've been like having only whole milk instead of skim milk. And so, like, I'm seeing the difference. Like, I'm seeing it in my body. I'm really in the best shape I've ever been. My body, at least. I don't know what's going on with my cheeks. They're like swollen almost. But so yeah, replace carbs with fat as much as you can, and don't try dieting. Like, don't measure the amount that you eat, because naturally when you don't eat carbs and you just replace it all with like veggies and meat and things like that, naturally after a while your stomach is gonna tighten up and you're gonna eat less. Like, you're not gonna be as hungry, because I find that carbs make people hungrier. Carbs will make you hungrier. They'll make you more tired. Your body is working harder. Your stomach grows bigger. So I'm not an expert. This is literally just me experimenting on my own body. So, do with it what you will. I was not fit always. Like, I used to, when I was in high school, I weighed 144 pounds in high school. And I was a few inches shorter than I am now. I was like max 5'4", and now I'm 5'7", 5'7.5". And I'm way less than 144. I'm like maybe like 130, 135 maybe, like, and that's with being taller. So this is what I did in order to like get to that place. Is I just try to be more active, just walking more or going to the gym more. And I have this restaurant job which keeps me on my feet. Woo! That was a big bump. And the other thing is really just cutting out carbs and eating whatever you want outside of it. You can do whatever you want. You can go have and I eat corn. That's the one thing I will eat. Like, so I'll have corn tacos, but I try to avoid that. Like, so if you have to eat carb, because usually it's not just the corn product, like tacos and things like that. There's going to be other stuff in it. So I try to avoid it, because usually there's always like some wheat product that creeps in to your food, and especially in processed foods, it's never just that one vegetable that they're saying. Like, oh, cauliflower crust pizza, and then I eat it thinking that, like, oh, this is fine, and then I look at the ingredients and it's really like, I don't know, like packed with rice flour or whatever other starches and flour. So like I try to avoid that shit as much as I can, and just stick to like meat and veggies, and eat as much as you want. Just splurge on meat and veggies. And it's going to be more expensive too, so good luck. Working at this restaurant, I find that it's like easier, because like I don't have to worry about money, because I pretty much get food for free. Like, we still have to pay, but it's very little. So if you could find like a cost-effective way of just eating meat and veggies, and just try it for a while and see how you feel, see how your body feels. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love your body. And yeah, so, and if you're so fat that like if you lose weight you have like skin hanging and it's saggy, then really try the treadmill, because that really helps with like stretch marks and like saggy things. And that's, you know, again, I'm not an expert, so this is literally just what I do. So yeah, next step for me is I really want to build up my muscles, and I want to build up my strength, my core strength, like I did before. Like I was doing pole dancing before, and that really helped me build up strength, which stopped me from having back pain. So I want to get back into that whenever I can have more time and I'm not focused as much on the money stuff. When I'm able to relax a little bit and not worry about money, I want to start going back to my pole dancing classes and like build up my core. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let me know in the comments if like there's anything that you guys have found helpful. You know, I know some people don't want to cut carbs, so maybe you could just do like a measurement of like, I mean, there isn't really a way to go around it. Like, carbs are gonna make you fat. There isn't, like, you know, I always see people, you know what's so funny? I always see people who are like, yeah, I'm so fat, I don't know why, no matter what I do, I can't lose weight, I don't eat anything. And it's like, they don't eat much, but like the only thing they eat is carbs. Like they'll eat like a donut, or like they'll eat a croissant or a sandwich. It's like, okay, well, there you go. Like, you don't eat anything, you don't really enjoy life, but like the only thing you're eating is carbs. You're wasting all your calories on carbs. Like, you're wasting, it's like, don't do that. Eat whatever you want, minus carbs. Like, carbs are just a really expensive, like low enjoyment food. You know, you're for the amount of enjoyment you're getting from eating carbs, you're not actually benefiting that much, you know, and it basically cuts out the rest of how you know, how leisurely you could be with your food. All right, so I'm at this cafe, my favorite cafe, where I met this guy, and I'm gonna go inside, and I will see you guys later and in the next video. Okay, bye. Like this video.